Come on, Mr. Bear. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is my wife, Halawa. Right? Or do you want to be Monique? You want to be Monique or Halawa?
Why are you disrespecting me?
You want to introduce me? Oh, you look bigger than me. Hold on. You look bigger than me. Are you going to introduce me?
This is my husband.
You know my name?
Moorhead.
Nah. I almost think she forgot my name. Take a sip. So what's my government name?
Oh, you want your government name?
I'm just saying. I want to make sure you know my name.
George Orlando?
Yeah, George Orlando.
That's
my writer name.
Moorhead.
My Islamic name is
Moorhead. That is Moorhead.
And my writer name is
Moorhead.
George Orlando because I'm a writer.
This is Moorhead.
No.
Now, if you want to look up his book, it's something else. But yeah,
my book is called The Everlasting Love, just in case. But that's not what we're talking about. We'll talk about that later. So, me and my wife Halawa, we starting a YouTube channel, and we just want to talk about our experiences thus far as a married couple, right? Married couple, that's how to say it.
Yeah.
All right. So, how long we been married now?
20
years. 20 years. No, it seemed long. All the men out there know what I'm talking about, right? It seemed long. 20 years. Alhamdulillah.
2.5.
2.5 years?
Yeah, almost 2.
Hold on, a half. What's actually a half? 6 months, right?
Yeah.
So let me see. We got married in November,
yeah.
December, January, February, March, April, May. So yeah.
2.5.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
2.5 long years.
We can say long, yes.
We
can definitely say long.
Alhamdulillah.
It's been a journey.
Right. And we got married after we met, right? So we met and then got married.
Yeah.
What, 2 weeks later?
Yeah, we're not going to go how that happened, but yeah, 2 years.
Right.
2 weeks after, maybe.
So we still get to know each other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so our experience has been very, very unique. So I'm a revert. I wasn't born Muslim. I've been Muslim for what, over 15 years, something like that. Alhamdulillah. And what about you?
2.
You've been Muslim
2.5 years.
2.5 years? You took your shahada around the time we got married.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
2.5 years.
So we got a new shahada and a new marriage. So she just hit with everything at one time. Alhamdulillah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guided her to Islam, then guided her to me. Alhamdulillah. I guess that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
So we got a few questions that we'll ask. The first one is, where are we from?
Where are you
I'm from Philly. I'm from Philadelphia. South Philadelphia, born and raised. Where are you from?
I'm from North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
That mean you from down south? Or is it like, because I thought down south was like Mississippi or Atlanta.
No,
right?
North Carolina.
That's
down south too.
Oh, okay. That's down south?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I thought. Yeah, so I'm from Philadelphia. There's a lot of Muslims in Philadelphia. We got a nice little ummah, alhamdulillah. And it's Ramadan right now. The 20th day of Ramadan it is, right? 19th? The 20th day, 19th day, 20th night.
Mm-hmm.
Right, of Ramadan. So we about to go into the last 10 days of Ramadan, and inshallah we can catch later to the Qadr.
I want to catch it together.
Inshallah we catch it together. We a little tired right now because we just came from the masjid and making our Qiyamul Layl. So alhamdulillah, our iman is high right now. Alhamdulillah. That's a good time to do a YouTube channel when your iman is high, right?
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. So, yeah, so we got married real quick, and the thing we like to do the most, we argue.
I don't like to argue. We're not going to say that I like to argue because I don't.
We argue every day, 3-4 times a day. Right? You can call them disagreements.
Because we don't see eye to eye on anything.
On nothing. We don't see eye to eye on nothing at all. We two opposites, different. Like it's. I never thought I would meet somebody that was totally different from me because I actually like myself. So it's weird.
So that means he don't like me at all.
With somebody that's not like me. It's a little hard. I like opposites, but it's women are from Venus and men are from Mars. That's a true statement right there. So it's very true. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So yeah, so we got married about 2-3 weeks after. Yep. Actually on my birthday too, November 13th. We didn't plan it. It just happened.
2018.
Yep. The imam just called my phone and said the day is the day, and it worked out that day. You want to tell them about how a week or two before that you stood me up in the masjid? She stood me up in the masjid. We could talk about that. When we were supposed
Why
to get
you just
married.
put me on the block? On the spotlight like that.
Like you stood me up. Like you left me at the altar, basically. I was left at the altar.
You was on my phone and I was at work.
Right? Like, you want to hear the story? The story goes, right? We had to get our witnesses, right? So I was trying to get the 2 witnesses. My friends were supposed to be the witnesses. One of them was coming late, I think. So I said, all right, well, I'll just meet a brother at the masjid and he'll help. Long story short,
Told y'all I was gonna call you back.
I called her to meet me at the masjid and let her know that the day is the day, and she stood me up.
I went to work.
Then she came late, right? She had to go to work, so she came late. And the imam was like, come on, we gotta make this happen. I'm busy, I gotta do this. And she stood me up. My heart was like broke. Like, say if this my heart, it kind of had a crack in the middle, like going like, it was broke. Did I cry? Maybe I cried. Maybe I cried when I was on my way home. It wasn't like a deep cry. It was one of them like something falling down my cheek. Real slow. But I survived.
Yeah, you played too much.
So, and then I tried again and it worked, alhamdulillah. So, and here we are. But
was that the second time or was that the third time?
The third time? Yeah, we tried about 3-4 times. I was thinking maybe it's the cutter not to get married because what you stood me up two times and another time it didn't work. The imam, I think, stood us up. Because we was, I guess, he probably was like,
us too.
Yeah, he got
like,
tired
y'all he got me wasting my time.
Yeah, he
so
was like, oh, y'all playing. Y'all don't want to get married. So then the imam stood us up. And yeah, that was the first 2-3 weeks of our life together was rocky. And it was like weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, and here we are now. 2.5 years later. And it's been a ride. So we're going to be letting y'all know about our experience of marriage. Being married for 2.5 years, but only knowing each other basically 2.5 years. We basically had to get to know each other this whole ride, and we haven't yet completed that. We still don't know each other. I ask her what's her name every day. Every morning I wake up, I say, "What is your name? Like, who are you again?" Because I'm still not 100% convinced, right? Yep. We got another question. Let's say early highs of being married so soon. We can start with the early highs.
What are the
We got highs, right?
Do we?
Besides the arguing, we got a few highs.
Do we?
We got about 3.
What do we?
I don't know. Do we? We should have a couple.
Why did you
highs.
put me on the spotlight to do that?
The first high.
Early highs. I don't know.
I guess I say one since you don't have none. The early highs of our marriage was being married. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Just being married. Alhamdulillah. Right?
Yeah.
That's a good one. Early highs. Because the early on was really rocky.
Yeah, so they get why I don't really have like
early highs.
Other than them being married, that was it. Like,
I mean, you did come home, so it must have been something. It was wintertime. I guess it was heat. We had heat, right? Food and...
He said you did come home, right?
We had food and running water. That's why she came home, I guess. So I guess that was a high. We had food in the house. And we had heat because it was cold outside that year. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See? We always could find a blessing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got any more highs?
Early high. So meaning like when we first met.
Yeah.
Okay. One was that I really liked you. I really liked
it, me too.
I really liked you.
Yeah, I really liked me too.
I really did.
See, that's something we agree on. She really liked me, and I really liked me.
Yeah. You said you liked you. You didn't say you liked me. So that was what y'all love. Yeah,
we were cool.
You didn't even say I liked you. You said that was cute. That was cute.
We were cool. We were cool.
That's cute. That was really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You brought a lot of. Let's get to the lows. Let's get to the lows. Let's not speak them before we. No, because we gotta go. Question. I don't want to just
the lows real fast.
I just don't want to.
Yeah, that's horrible.
I just don't want to start with because that's not right. We have to follow. We wrote the questions and we supposed to do it right. Professional. Be professional. So, I can start with the lows.
Cute. That was real cute.
Early lows. Cool. Woo. Okay. Early lows. One of our first arguments was in the grocery store. We argued over mustard and ketchup. Ketchup and mustard. Yep. Ketchup and mustard. That was our first argument. Maybe our first. It was like one of our first big ones. So. Yeah, that was, yeah. Yeah. We have, we didn't tell them we have children. So we have 2 children, right? We have 2 daughters. Mm-hmm. How old is Mahaley?
4 years old.
4 years old. And Mahaley,
and Ziada is? 1.
1 and a half.
1 and 16 weeks.
Yeah, 16 weeks.
1 years old.
Right. So, of course, obviously, Mahaley is from her past relationship or whatever, her Jahiliyyah days. So, and Ziada is our daughter together.
Yeah.
And together we make a 4-piece now.
Yeah.
So we had a child. That's a high, not an early high, but still was a high because we had her like a year later, right? But still, alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us a child in it, our little Ziada.
Yeah.
So, so now back to the ketchup and mustard. I had to tell them about the children first because as we were shopping in the store, I said, hey, I want some lettuce, tomatoes, ketchup, and mustard. And she said, oh, my child can't eat ketchup and mustard. And I said she could put it on the stuff. And next thing you know, we left out the store without any ketchup or mustard. Or lettuce. Or anything, actually, right? We didn't leave with nothing.
We stopped there trying to stop it. I mean, we stopped there and shopping trip real quick.
And you went your way and I went the separate way, right? Yeah. That was a great moment. A great day. It actually let me know who you was really early on in our marriage. Someone that hates ketchup and mustard. It was amazing. It was real good. I'm so happy we went through that experience. That was one of many. We'll get to many in the future. Early lows. I mean, we can go on. You got an early low you want to say, Mo? Early lows.
All the arguments and just saying that we were totally different.
Got any specifics though? Need a specific low. You have to say. I said a specific low, ketchup and mustard. And that will always go down in history as the ketchup and mustard moment in our lives. So our grandchildren is going to know the story of ketchup and mustard.
No, that wasn't the first argument. Remember? We were on the bus. And then we got off. I got on the bus, and you were walking on Germantown Avenue.
Oh, when we went looking for when we was house hunting. Yeah. When we was house hunting early on in our marriage, and I don't remember exactly what happened, but I
don't remember either. I remember we got to the house and you followed me upstairs and you said, "Why are you crying?"
Yeah, it was something. Maybe she didn't maybe she didn't want the house that we was gonna go look at the time. So to get her point across, she cried. Right? Because that was like, actually, if we want to go back to the early highs, that was a high. Because we had just met, but we was like, well, we need a place to live if we're going to get married. So
we're looking for a
we
house.
was married, so we said, all right, well, we need a place to live. And we was going looking at apartments and houses. That was fun, right? That was actually a high.
I would do that again.
Yeah, that was a high. That was fun.
I like that.
She went in every house that we walked in. She said, "This is nice." We walked into a burning building one day. She said, "This is nice." We walked into a building that had leaks and cracks in the ceiling. She said, "This is nice."
I guess it was just the fact of, it's gonna be mine type thing. It's my house.
This is nice.
Yeah, even if it was, if it had a bunch of roaches, it was my house. It's mine.
Yeah, this is nice, and it was just it was a tough situation, and and we'll get to, we got some hard struggle stories too. We both was going through some difficult times in our lives at the time, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought us together, and we overcame things together. Right?
Yeah.
That was actually a nice high, yeah. So we definitely fighters. With our early lows, we was fighting life and struggle, and we was fighting each other. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. Let's say, our last question.
So low. Are you really done with lows? You're done?
I mean, I could go on with the lows, but we're not supposed to dwell on the past, right? Or
I don't think I want to.
I mean, this whole thing is going to be dwelling on past, though. So
basically.
I mean, we got to give this information out to the people, though. We want to let them know that
in marriage, when you first start off, it's definitely not easy.
Yeah. When you see people holding hands and laughing and giggling and kissing and smiling,
those took years to build.
No, they're faking.
Most of the time.
No, they're faking. That's not true. They're faking.
I don't think so. I think that takes over years. Have we 100% reached that area? I don't think so. Inshallah, we will. But I think it's gonna take time, and I have to just learn. Me and him have to just be patient, and I think out of all of us have to be patient.
I could see that.
Because I be wanting everything so now. Me now. Like now. I want it now. Not later. Now. So I'm an instant person.
Yep.
And it's gonna take time.
I can see that. So we got a lot of early low stories. We ain't got to give them all right now tonight, but we have a lot of them, and they are very, very interesting. Very interesting. Marriage is tough. But I think the thing
it ain't for the weak.
Actually, it ain't for the weak. But I think the thing that kept us actually building is our Islam. I think honestly, if it wasn't for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then we might have went to jail for murdering each other or something like that. So it's it was honestly though, it was a good experience though. I'm happy that we went through all that stuff, and we still go through stuff every day. We just was arguing before we started this, right? A debate.
It was a debate.
All debates are arguments, though.
I'm not a person who likes debates. I don't like to argue. I don't.
Arguments are
me and my
debates.
husband have a very hard time with that because technically, I like a person that is just like me. I don't think I want a person that's just like me. I just don't want.
She
a person
hates the
who
fact that
debates and argue.
I'm a debater. Yes, I'm
not
a debater.
I'm
not an arguer. I'm a debater.
And our debates turn into arguments.
Right.
Most of the
Why?
time.
Because she don't like me disagreeing with her. She want me to be a yes man. She want me to say yes man all the time. Hey babe, do you like this? Yes man. Hey babe, do you like this? Yes man. I always say no. Because I don't. We don't have the same taste. Which is good, right?
No, not all the time.
Okay. But so yeah, our disagreements is always
because sometimes it's
stuff like that. What we gonna eat for dinner?
It's a time where your wife just wants a person who is more simple, whereas though it's like, okay, oh, you want a chicken tonight? Oh, I was thinking about chicken tonight. Me too. Yay! Like we're gonna eat chicken tonight. But instead, it's like always pulling teeth because we don't never see eye to eye. And then it's like, I'm a person who doesn't really have many patience. I really think I need to grow in that area. And I really don't have
women
patience.
Or you?
I said me.
So not women? So it's not a woman thing?
Maybe it is. Maybe we need to grow as women to like, with husbands.
Oh, well, so now
maybe
we're going to speak in general. So women need to have more patience with husbands.
Yes.
Right. So both is at fault. The women are at fault for not having patience, and the husbands are at fault for being husbands.
I feel like being difficult.
Men are difficult, right? We're not. Men
but
are.
When y'all see women as difficult,
men
too,
are
so
yes or no. Men, we yes or no, up or down, left or right.
That's not always
That's
true.
That's how we are. Women are in
we
the
can
middle.
ask you a question and you will say, oh, well, I don't want, like, it's plenty of times. Have you not been dinner time? And it's like, oh, well, baby, what do you want for dinner? Instead of you saying, well, no, it's your job. And it's like, well, I wanted to know what do you want it because maybe I didn't know what I wanted to make for dinner, so I asked you.
I don't want to be a part of that all the time, though. When I want something, I'll suggest or I'll ask. Hey, sweetheart.
But then you always say, like, this is my thing, the thing with you, right?
Can you make turkey today? Chicken today? Lamb today,
You'll say that, right? But then it's like, all right, you don't want to always have parts in that. But this is the difficulty when I say when dealing with a husband. The difficulty is when I make it, right? You'll say, well, dang, babe, we just had this. And it's like, but you didn't want to have a parts and say anything
about how long it was. Maybe
about what we just had, what we were having for dinner tonight, but you have something to say when it's brought to you in your face. So why didn't you have something to say before so that it wouldn't be the same thing, so you wouldn't have something to say about what you're eating in front of you on a plate, right? If you would have said, well, baby, I want this because, you know, we just had this, then guess what? We would have nothing to say when it's time for dinner, right? Dinner would be, alhamdulillah, we just got this now. We got that. And, you know, the meal was good. Or, no, babe, today was a little off, but, you know, right? It would be nothing extra, right? But you say, oh, I don't want nothing to say about it. Then you'll say, baby, we just had potatoes yesterday. And knowing my memory is not very good. So I barely know what I ate. Probably like a few hours ago. That's just me. Right?
That's another disagreement that we have right there. I don't want to be a part of it. She want me to be a part of it, so I don't complain. Because, yes, I do. I'm one that speaks my mind all the time.
And he don't know how to. That burns me out. He don't know how to like.
I try to be honest.
It's like honesty.
If my wife messed up the food, I say the food is not good. You messed it up.
And then he don't understand that women is not always in the mood to hear your honesty, raw conversation. Like I woke up today. I'm not in the mood for that. And yet he wants to. Oh well, wife, this is not good today, or. He'll say something and it's like, as me as a woman, I don't know about everybody, but when you have a husband and you say, well, baby, this is something you did wrong. And then it's like, all right, you irritated me. I took a deep breath. I walked away. And then you go and later on and you say, my dinner wasn't good. And it's like, all right, now you done bit the bullet. You done said too much today.
Yeah,
just learn how to
well, maybe I do need to know when to stop. I need to know when to stop and when to not say nothing at all.
Like today, I said something already. My wife was irritated. I'm not going to say nothing else now for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
or maybe I'll start over again tomorrow. I'll pick with her again tomorrow. Say something else tomorrow. Or maybe I'll say, maybe the dinner wasn't good tonight, but because I said something earlier and then she was bothered by it and it might not have gotten off her mind, maybe I'll say the dinner wasn't good tomorrow when I get it. Like, all right, well, dinner, baby, the dinner tonight was amazing, but last night dinner, that wasn't good. But I didn't want to tell you last night because I already said something that already kind of like.
I can agree with that. Am I going to change? Not really so fast. I say that take time because I'm just all about being honest and all about improvement. So I'm like, well, if I tell you the candy yams that you made was good, then you'll make them the same way again. Not good. But if I say, hey, babe, it was a little bit too much sugar on it or it wasn't that sweet, maybe you'll change it, right? Maybe I need to change my approach. So we both get like that at times. We both are, I'm stubborn. I'm not going to say she's stubborn. I'm going to say she's something else. But I found a word to let you know. I'm stubborn, though. She is something else. I speak for myself right there. That's how you stay out of trouble too. You speak for yourself. I'm stubborn. I don't know what she is. We'll find out exactly what she is later. But yeah, that's a ongoing thing too in our marriage. We have to communication. We need some better communication. All right, last but not least, our question: would we do it again? Meaning, would we go about getting married the same way? Not really knowing each other and getting married again. Would we do it over again?
Okay, let's be more specific with that question. Would you do it again? That's not saying, okay, would you do it again the same way with me? Like the same person?
Of course we talking about each other.
No, because you could be saying, would you do it again, like overall with another person? Like that's just in general.
But we're not married to nobody else but each other. So we already know about each other. So would we do it again? Would I do it again? Knowing that what we knew now with the difficulties and things like that of our early lows and stuff like that. Yeah, I think I would do it again. You're not so bad. You have a lot of highlights and a lot of highs that I really like about you. So, well, yeah, I would do it again. I mean, we'll get to the good things later though, but we gotta let y'all know the difficult road first. So yeah, from my side, I would do it again because it was fun. I think it was fun. It's better than we not like the non-Muslims, like different religions and stuff like that. They have boys.